2, go!
Welcome again. It's time to start the last session of the European Universities Rowing Championship Bydgoszcz, Poland 2025. Still great weather conditions, 28 degrees Celsius, 17 kilometers per hour, slow wind, and of course no rain, no even one cloud on this beautiful blue sky up on the Brdyuście regatta course close to the Vistula River in Bydgoszcz, Poland. That's the regatta schedule for the last session, the afternoon session of the third day of our championships. So we will start at 2 p.m. with the lightweight men's single sculls final C, and we will finish at 4:04 p.m. with the final A of the men's 8. We still have 3 minutes to start of this final C in the lightweight men's single sculls competition. On lane 1, we will watch representing Royal Institute of Technology, Julien Michaud. On lane 2, Jack Norton from University of Bath. On lane 3, Charles Edward Synod from University of Surrey. On lane 4, Mateusz Jerzyński from Kazimierz Wielki University in Bydgoszcz. On lane 5, Richard Korsos from Hungarian University of Agriculture and Life Sciences. And finally on lane 6, Radosław Kmiecik representing Poznań University of Technology. And still we have more than 2 minutes to start off this final C.
Institute of Technology, University of Bath, University of Surrey, Kazimierz Wielki University, Hungarian University for Agriculture and Life Sciences, Poznań University of Technology. Attention!
And now we can see probably the false start of this final C in the lightweight men's single sculls.
Please come back to the start. Line 5? Line 5. Yes, I have to do it.
As we can hear probably on lane 5, We had a false start.
A co się stało?
Hungarian University of Agriculture and Technology, first start, yellow card. Okay. 2 minutes.
We have 2 minutes still to start again in this final C of lightweight men's single sculls.
Royal Institute of Technology, University of Bath, University of Surrey, Kazimierz Wielki University, Hungarian University, Poznan University of Technology. Attention.
Okay, then the referee started this race earlier than the schedule, and now the battle is on for the places from 13th to 18th in overall standings in the lightweight men's single sculls. We can see a very good start on lane 3 of Edward Synod from University of Surrey, and lane 5 Richard Korsos from Hungarian University of Agriculture and Life Sciences. After the 500 meters mark, still lanes 3 and 5. Edward Synod from University of Surrey and Richard Korsos from Hungarian University of Agriculture and Life Sciences leads this race. And they're going for the places 13th and 14th overall in the lightweight men's single scull standing in this European Universities Rowing Championship 2025. Down the screen we can see on lane 2 also Jack Norton from University of Bath. He's pushing for the second place, and these three are going for the best places in this final C. Very strong second half of this race by Jack Norton from University of Bath on lane 2. And now close race between lanes 2, 3 and 5. On lane 2, Jack Norton representing University of Bath. On lane 3, Charles Edward Synod from University of Surrey, and on lane 5, Richard Korsos from Hungarian University of Agriculture and Life Sciences. It looks like a very strong finish from Jack Norton of University of Bath, who will cross the finish line first, I think, but it's unofficial. Lane 2, Jack Norton from University of Bath. Second place for lane 5, Richard Korsos from Hungarian University of Agriculture and Life Sciences, and the third place for Charles Edward Synod from University of Surrey, but we are still waiting for the official results. Take a look at the screen. We have the official results of this final C in the lightweight men's single sculls. First place for Jack Norton, University of Bath. Second place for Richard Korsos from Hungarian University of Agriculture, and third place for Charles Edward Synod from University of Surrey. And we are quickly going to the start line again for the final B in the lightweight men's single sculls. On lane 1, Fyodor Lepieshov representing Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology. Lane 2, Istvan Althammer from Karoli Gaspar University of the Reformed Church. Lane 3, Mikołaj Kot from University of Warsaw. Lane 4, Manuel Mitzel, University of Heidelberg. Lane 5, Vito Prismic, University of Split. And lane 6, Oskar Brete representing Royal Institute of Technology. Last 200 meters in this final B of the lightweight men's single sculls. Please take a look and give a support To the participants on lane 5, we can see Vito Prismic representing University of Split. On lane 2, Istvan Althammer from Karoli Gaspar University. And on lane 4, Manuel Mitzel from University of Heidelberg. They are fighting for the second place. First, finally, on lane 5, Vito Prismic representing University of Split. Second place for Istvan Althammer representing Karoli Gaspar University of the Reformed Church. And third place for Manuel Mitzel representing University of Heidelberg. And now, very quickly, we are watching the start of the final A in the lightweight men's singles sculls. On lane 1, Kacper Mickiewicz representing Kazimierz Wielki University in Bydgoszcz. Lane 2, Jakub Niżwicki from Poznań University of Technology. Lane 3, André Ferreira from University of Aveiro. On lane 4, Leo Cognard representing Paris Dauphine University. On lane 5, Balázs Solosi from Széchenyi István University. And on lane 6, Roman Grebienin from Frederick University, Cyprus. And let's take a look at the situation on course after first 2 or even 300 meters. We can still do not know who is taking the lead from the start in this race, but in a moment I'll let you know. Lanes 1, 3 and 4 looks like leading this race. On lane 1, Kacper Mickiewicz from Kazimierz Wielki University in Bydgoszcz. On lane 3, André Ferreira from University of Aveiro. And on lane 4, Leo Cognard from Paris Dauphine University. They will cross the halfway mark in a moment, and we can confirm that now on first place is from lane 3, André Ferreira from University of Aveiro, in front of lane 4, Leo Cognard from Paris Dauphine University, and Kacper Mickiewicz from Kazimierz Wielki University in Bydgoszcz is on the third place at the moment after 500 meters. So still we have half of the distance to go, and what can happen? Will the other rowers will push their tempo to fight for the medals? Let's take a look on lane 5. Balázs Solosi from Széchenyi István University is pushing for the third place. It looks like we will have a close battle for the second and third position. Still, André Ferreira from University of Aveiro is leading this race, but there is a close race for the second and third positions. On lane 1, Kacper Mickiewicz. On lane 5, Balázs Solosi. And please take a look carefully for lane 4, Leo Cognard from Paris Dauphine University. Less than 250 meters to go, and we still do not know who will take the medals in this final A of the lightweight men's single sculls competition. On lane 3, André Ferreira from University of Aveiro is controlling the race, but who will take the second and third place in this final? Lanes 5, 1 and 4 are battling for the second and third place. Lane 3, André Ferreira from University of Aveiro will cross the finish line on the first position, and he took the gold medal. Second for lane 5, Balázs Solosi representing Széchenyi István University And third place and the bronze medal for Kacper Mickiewicz from lane 1, representing Kazimierz Wielki University in Bydgoszcz. But of course, we still have to wait for the official results from the referees commission. Now we are going to the start line for the lightweight women's double sculls final, and it will be the battle between three crews. On lane 2 from University of Birmingham, Darcy Smith and Erin Meredith. On lane 3, representing University of Hanover, Jana Holzmeier and Jana Kowal. On lane 4, Anna Hassan and Emma Hassan, representing University of Zagreb.
University of Birmingham, University of Hanover, University of Zagreb. Attention.
Lightweight women's double sculls final is about to start. And here we go, three boats starting the campaign for the three medals and the places on the podium. On lane 2, once again, University of Birmingham, lane 3, University of Hanover, and lane 4, University of Zagreb. Best start on lane 3 for Jana Holzemeyer and Jana Kowal, representing University of Hanover. They're taking the lead from the start of this race. They're working so hard and pushing up the tempo on lane 3. Halsemeyer and Kowal from University of Hanover. They are leading clearly before the 500 meters mark in this final of the lightweight women's double sculls. And it's a close race for the second place between University of Birmingham on lane 2 and University of Zagreb on lane 4. The gap between second and third position after 500 meters was only 100 of a second. And still, University of Hanover is leading this race. And they have about 3.5 meters to the finish line. Last 200 meters in this final of the lightweight women's double sculls. Still University of Hanover on first place. Second and third, it's a close battle between University of Birmingham from lane 2 and University of Zagreb from lane 4. Now lane 4, University of Zagreb is pushing the tempo, and maybe they are thinking to attack the first position of University of Hanover, but now we can see that it will not happen probably. Jana Halsemeyer and Jana Kowal representing University of Hanover taking the first place. Second place for Anna Hassan and Emma Hassan from University of Zagreb. Third place for Darcy Smith and Erin Meredith from University of Birmingham from lane 2. It's time for the final B in the women's quadruple sculls competition of the European Universities Rowing Championship Bydgoszcz, Poland 2025. On lane 2, Royal Institute of Technology, Young, Hayward, Osterhoff and Roos. On lane 3, University of Leipzig, Panzner, Feldhusen, Karstens and Sauter. On lane 4, Copenhagen University, Riff, Tornhøy, Odegaard and Brems.
Royal Institute of Technology, University of Leipzig, Copenhagen University. Attention.
And we are on the way with this final B in the women's quadruple sculls. That is the battle for the places from 6th to 8th in overall standings of the women's quadruple sculls. So let's see what will happen after 1,000 meter distance. The best start from lane 3, University of Leipzig, Panzner, Feldhusen, Karstens and Sauter. On lane 3, University of Leipzig still leads the race. In front of lane 4, Copenhagen University. And they're just crossing the 500 meters mark. And going on to the second half of this race. Much behind on the third place from lane 2, Royal Institute of Technology. But we are looking now for the battle for the first place in this final B between lanes 3 and 2. It looks like University of Leipzig is controlling the race. They are watching for their left side and controlling what is happening on lane 4. Copenhagen University is pushing the tempo. Now maybe they even take the first place. Not yet, but it's very close race. Riff, Tornhøy, Odegaard and Brems from Copenhagen University push up the tempo of they're rowing and they're trying to get the first place from the University of Leipzig on lane 3. And now we can clearly confirm that Copenhagen University is taking the first place at the moment. And we still have more than 100 meters to go. Copenhagen University is leading the race in front of University of Leipzig. But we can see now very strong finish from Royal Institute of Technology on lane 2. And let's wait what will be the standing after the finish line. First place for lane 4, Copenhagen University. Second place, for lane 3, University of Leipzig, and third place for lane 2, Royal Institute of Technology. That is the standings in the final B of the women's quadruple sculls. Just
University of Bath.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start the women's quadruple sculls final A. That means the battle for the places on the podium and the medals between, on lane 1, University of Bath, lane 2, University of Lorraine, lane 3, Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology, lane 4, Charles University, lane 5, University of Zagreb, and lane 6, University of Birmingham. And now we can watch the strong start for all 6 crews in their boats. Let's wait to confirm who did it in the best way. Whoa, what a close race between lanes 1, 2, 4, and 5 and 6. It's impressive how much they want the medals in this competition. Women's quadruple sculls final A is on the way, and we passed 250 meters from the start. Still, it's hard to say who is leading the race because it's a very close race from the beginning, from the start. Now we can see on lane 4, Charles University, Zamostna, Bureszova, Bushkova, and Svejdova. Looks like they're leading at the moment, but it's still not even the half of this race. On lane 1, University of Bath is pushing for the first place. Rich, Fulham, Hughes, and Court, they are trying to get the first place. On lane 5, also University of Zagreb is trying to be on the podium. Bielankovic, Popko, Keretic, and Zuvanic. But at the moment, it looks like University of Bath from lane 1 after 500 meters. This United Kingdom University of Bath is leading. Rich, Fulham, Hughes, and Court are in front of the other crews after 600 meters. Let's wait for the last 300 meters of this final A in the women's quadruple sculls. They can hear you, ladies and gentlemen. You can give them support from the stands and try to help them to improve at the finish, because we have now about 300 meters to go. And on lane 1, University of Bath is leading the race, and Charles University from lane 4 and from lane 5, University of Zagreb, are trying also to get the first place and the gold medals in this final. Last 200 meters, still we don't know who will cross the finish line on the first place. Now we can see University of Bath leading this race on lane 4. Charles University is on the second place at the moment, and on lane 5, University of Zagreb is taking the third place. About 100 meters to go still. Let's take a look at the last 30 meters of this race. Lane 1, University of Bath is crossing the finish line on the first position and takes the gold medals. But I think we should wait for the official results and confirm the second and third places in this women's quadruple sculls. Final A. Whoa, what a race, what a battle. Very impressive campaign for all 6 boats. And now we have the official results, ladies and gentlemen, that confirms the gold medals for the University of Bath. Rich, Fullman, Hughes and Core. Second place, and the silver medals for Charles University from lane 4. Zamostna, Bureshova, Bushkova and Svejdova. And finally, third place and the bronze medals for University of Zagreb. Bielankovic, Popko, Keretic and Zuvanic. In about 3 minutes, we will start the final in the lightweight men's pairs. It is time for the final in the lightweight men's pair competition of this European Universities Rowing Championship, Bydgoszcz, Poland 2025 on lane 1, Queen's University
Queen's
Belfast.
University Belfast.
Lane 2, Sekeni István University. Lane 3, University of Aveiro. Lane 4, University of Passau. Lane 5, Sekeni István University 2. And lane 6, University of Surrey.
Attention.
After the attention command and the referee's signal, we started this final. 6 boats is competing for the 3 places on the podium. Very good start on lane 2 for Sekeni István University, Sambor Balog and Attila Nocs. But let's wait and see if the others can improve after 200 or 300 meters. Now we can see from lanes 4 and 6. On lane 4, University of Passau, Lucas Grimm and Julian Grimm. And on lane 6, University of Surrey, James Burns and Henry Cloves. It looks like they're leading the race close with the Sekeni István University from lane 2, Balog and Nocs. Those 3 boats are in front in this race after 300 meters. On lane 4, University of Passau, Lucas and Julian Grimm pushed up the tempo just before the halfway mark in this race, and they're taking the clearly leading for the second half of this race. On lane 4, University of Passau is on the first place at the moment. Close battle for the second place between lanes 2 and 6. They cannot see each other. That's why they have to improve. Lane 2, Sekeni István University, Balog and Nocs. Lane 6, University of Surrey, Burns and Cloves. 250 meters still to go in this final of lightweight men's pair. And still on lane 4, University of Passau, Lucas Grimm and Julian Grimm are leading the race very, very clearly and safely, going for the gold medals. But who will take the second and third place? Looks like at the moment on the second place we have Sekeni István University from lane 2, Balog and Nocs. And now finally University of Passau takes the first place. Second place for lane 2, Sekeni István University, Balog and Nocs. But we still have to wait for the official results confirmation, because it was so close at the finish line. And officially first place and the gold medals for University of Passau, Lucas Grimm and Julian Grimm. Second place and the silver medals for Sekeni István University, Balog and Nocs. Third place and the bronze medals for University of Aveiro, José Pontes and João Passos. By 600ths of a second in front. Fourth place Second István University, Josha and Barabas. In about 2 minutes, we will start the finals in the men's single sculls competition of the European Universities Rowing Championship Bydgoszcz, Poland 2025, starting from final D. And we will see on lane 2, representing University of Warsaw, Marcin Żolek. On lane 3, from Czech University of Life Sciences Prague, Adam Kulchanek. On lane 4, from Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology, Dorian Zasada. And finally, on lane 5, representing National University of Public Service, Sylwester Bosho. It will be the battle for the places in the overall standings from 19th to 22.
University of Warsaw, Czech University of Life Sciences Prague, Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology, National University of Public Service, attention.
And here we go in the final D of the men's single sculls competition. Again on lane 2, Marcin Żolek representing University of Warsaw. On lane 3, Adam Kulchanek from Czech University of Life Sciences Prague. On lane 4, Dorian Zasada from Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology. And lane 5, Sylwester Bosho representing National University of Public Service. And they're battling for the 19th place overall in this competition. On lane 3, representing Czech University of Life Sciences Prague, Adam Kulhanek. He's leading this race from the start, and he took a big advantage between first and second place at the moment. Kulhanek is crossing the finish line and taking the 19th place overall in the men's single sculls standings in this European Universities Rowing Championship 2025. Second place in this final D for lane 2, Marcin Żolek representing University of Warsaw, and third place for lane 4, Dorian Zasada from Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology. Now we can see the start list for the final C in the men's single sculls. On lane 1, Keve Kertes from Budapest University of Economics and Business. On lane 2, Daniel Józef Pinter from Széchenyi István University. Lane 3, representing Warsaw School of Economics, Maximilian Skica. Lane 4, Muriel Potin from Higher Institute of Optics, Nancy. Lane 5, representing Charles University, Svatunek Matej. And lane 6, Roan Nolan from Queen's University, Belfast. In a moment they will start the campaign for the places from 13th to 18th overall in the standings of the men's single sculls.
University, Warsaw School of Economics, Charles University. Attention.
We can see only 4 boats at the start line. That means no boat on lane 4 and no boat on lane 6. DNS for lanes 4 and 6. Lanes 2 and 3 leading the race. On lane 2, Daniel Józef Pinter from Széchenyi István University. And on lane 3, Maximilian Skica from Warsaw School of Economics. They are leading the race in about 300 meters still to go. From now we have only 250 meters to go. And it looks like from lane 3, Maximilian Skica is leading the race. In front of lane 2, Daniel Pinter from Széchenyi István University. "100 meters to the finish line, and still Maximilian Skica is rowing for the first place in this final C, and he's crossing the finish line right now. Second place for lane 2, Daniel Pinter from Széchenyi István University, and the third place for lane 5, Matej Svatunek from Charles University. Fourth place for Keve Kertes from Budapest University of Economics and Business. The participants of the final B in the men's single sculls are ready to start. We can see on lane 1 from Free University of Berlin, Paul Mika Elke. On lane 2, Peter Gruber from University of Vienna. Lane 3, João Varela from Royal Institute of Technology. Lane 4, Valerian Schnegenburger from ESSEC Business School. On lane 5, Marcelo Simoes from University of Coimbra, and on lane 6, Berkay Öztürk from Kadir Has University.
University of Berlin, University of Vienna, Royal Institute of Technology, ESSEC Business School, University of Coimbra, Kadir Has University. Attention!
And we are going on right now in the final B of the men's single sculls competition in the European Universities Rowing Championship, Bydgoszcz, Poland 2025. Very good start on lanes 2 and 5 from Peter Gruber representing University of Vienna and Marcelo Simoes from University of Coimbra. And now we can see that still from lane 5, Marcelo Simoes from University of Coimbra is leading in front of lane 2, Peter Sebastian Gruber from University of Vienna. On lane 4, Valerian Schnegenburger is pushing up the tempo He's representing ESSEC Business School. But let's take a look on the standings after 500 meters. We are still waiting for the crossing the halfway mark in this race. Lanes 2 and 4 are leading the race at the moment. Schnegenburger from ESSEC Business School is pushing the tempo, and he is leading the race after the 500 meters mark. Second place at the moment for the Peter Sebastian Gruber from University of Vienna, and we can see a close battle for the third place between lanes 1, 3 and 5. On lane 1, Paul Mika Elke from Free University of Berlin. On lane 3, João Varela from Royal Institute of Technology. And on lane 5, Marcelo Simoes from University of Coimbra. About 300 meters to go still in this final B of the men's single sculls. And we can see Valerian Schnegenburger from ESSEC Business School on lane 4 leading the race for the last 250 meters. Close battle for the second place between lanes 2, Peter Sebastian Gruber from University of Vienna, and lane 5, Marcelo Simoes from University of Coimbra. Now from lane 4, Valerian Schnegenburger still leading, and on lane 5, Marcelo Simoes from University of Coimbra is having a very good, very fast finish. Let's take a look what will happen. And representing University of Coimbra, Marcelo Simoes takes the first place in this final B. What a finish for Marcelo Simoes on last 100 meters in this final B. Second place finally for Valerian Schnegenburger from ESSEC Business School, and third place for Peter Sebastian Gruber representing University of Vienna. And we are quickly going to the start line again, because we are ready to start the final A in the men's single sculls competition. On lane 1, Marek Diblik representing Masaryk University. On lane 2, Enver Erman from Kadir Has University. Lane 3, Dovidas Nemeravicius representing Vytautas Magnus University. Lane 4, Fabian Barański from WSG Bydgoszcz. Lane 5, Patrick Strasts from University of Latvia. And on lane 6, Krzysztof Kasparek from Poznań University of Medical Sciences.
Masaryk University, Kadir Has University, Vytautas Magnus University, WSG Bydgoszcz, University of Latvia, Poznań University of Medical Sciences. Attention.
And here we go with the battle for the medals in the final A of the men's single sculls. of the European Universities Rowing Championship 2025, Bydgoszcz, Poland. And we can see a very strong start for lanes 2, 4 and 6, especially lane 2. Enver Erman from Cadiz Has University takes the first place after 200 meters in this race. On lane 4, Fabian Barański is also pushing for the leading in this race. He's representing WSG Bydgoszcz, and it looks like now he is leading the race. On lane 4, Fabian Barański representing WSG Bydgoszcz. Close race for the second place at the moment between lanes 2, 5 and 6. On lane 5, Patrick Strasts from University of Latvia. On lane 6, Krzysztof Kasparek from Poznań University of Medical Sciences. Still lanes 4, 5, 6 and 2. Enver Erman, Kadir Has University. They are close to the 500 meters mark. And let's take a look who will be leading the race for the second part of the distance. It's a close race for the first place between 3 rowers on lanes 4, 5 and 6. They're so close. Fabian Barański from WSG Bydgoszcz, Patrick Strast from University of Latvia, and on lane 6, Krzysztof Kasparek from Poznań University of Medical Sciences. They have still more than 300 meters to go. And we are looking at lane 4, Fabian Barański from WSG Bydgoszcz. He's pushing up the tempo. Let's take a look on lane 2, Enver Erman from Kadir Has University, who is taking the second place at the moment, maybe, but it is a very close battle with lane number 5, Patrick Stras from University of Latvia. Fabian Barański from WSG Bydgoszcz is still leading the race. In about 250 meters still to go to the finish line. Fabian Barański in front of lane 5, Patrick Stras, and at the moment on third position on lane 2, Enver Erman from Kadir Has University. What will happen till the finish line? Let's take a look at the finish for the last 150 meters. Fabian Barański from WSG Bydgoszcz is still leading, but they are pushing, especially from lanes number 3. Dovydas Nemeravicius from Vytautas Magnus University. And we have the best rowers crossing the finish line. First place for lane 4, Fabian Barański representing WSG Bydgoszcz. Second place, it looks like, for Enver Erman from Kadir Has University. And the third place for Dovydas Nemeravicius from Vytautas Magnus University. But I will confirm in a moment after the official results. And officially, Fabian Barański from WSG Bydgoszcz is taking the first place and the gold medal. Second place for Dovydas Nemeravicius representing Vytautas Magnus University. Third place for Enver Erman from Kadir Has University.
races. Okay. Okay, leave it. We go. Okay.
The mix quadruple sculls final B is about to begin in a moment on lane 2, Sekeni Istvan University 1. On lane 3, Sekeni Istvan University 2. On lane 4, Sekeni Istvan University 3. And on lane 5, Royal Institute of Technology.
Royal Institute of Technology, attention.
A to ma mikrofon jeszcze.
As we can see, the boats from lanes 3 and 4 are leading the race after first 200 meters. On lane 3, Sekeni Istvan University, Adam Cizmadia, Esther Holpert, Peter Gastoni and Hela Bencic. On lane 4, Sekeni Istvan University, Lena Viant, Andras Cisar, Fanny Fazekas and Marton Kacur. After 300 meters, still lanes 3 and 4 are leading the race. But we saw some problems on lane 3 with the Sekeni Istvan University crew, Cizmadia, Holpert, Gastoni and Bencic. But it looks like they solved the problem and they're still leading the race clearly. On lane 3, Sekeni Istvan University crew, Cizmadia, Holpert, Gastoni and Bencic. Second place at the moment for lane 4, also Sekeni Istvan University, Viant, Sishar, Fazekas and Kacur. And third place also for Sekeni Istvan University, Noc, Glazer, Gastoni and Romšić. "200 meters to the finish line in this race. The Sekeni Istvan University from lane 2 is trying to take the second place from their colleagues on lane 4, also from Sekeni Istvan University. Oh, whoa, 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 what a mess on lane 3. We saw a big problem for the crew on lane 3, but will they be able to take again the first place in this race? What a situation. First place for lane 4, second place for lane 2, and it looks like third place for lane 3. All three crews from the Sekeni Istvan University. OMG, what we saw few seconds ago, a big trouble during the race at the last 100 meters for lane 3. They led the race from the beginning and they finally finished on third place. And now The fourth place for lane 5, Royal Institute of Technology. That's the standings for the final B in the mixed quadruple sculls. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the final A in the mixed quadruple sculls. On lane 1, University of Hanover. On lane 2, University of Vienna. Lane 3, it's the University of Toulouse crew. On lane 4, University of Gustav Eiffel. On lane 5, Kazimierz Wielki University in Bydgoszcz. And lane 6, University of Porto. As we can see from lane 3, University of Toulouse, Lagarde, Agenauer, Cloutier and Gress leading the race after 500-meter mark. Second place at the moment for lane 5, Kazimierz Wielki University in Bydgoszcz, Dominik Marciniak, Paulina Krzanowska, Julia Ćwiklińska i Piotr Dziewieczyński. Third place at the moment for lane 4, University of Gustav Eiffel. And the lane 4 is pushing forward very, very strongly. They are trying to get the first place from their colleagues from University of Toulouse, also from France. Now, Polish Kazimierz Wielki University in Bydgoszcz is on 4th place, but it's still about 250 meters to go. From lane 3, University of Toulouse is leading the race in front of lane 4, University of Gustav Eiffel. And who is taking the 3rd place at the moment? Let's wait for the standings. It looks like lane 6, University of Porto, Rodriguez, Castro, Faria and Kania. They are trying to get the 3rd place also from lane 2, University of Vienna, Henke, Kantelborn, Kochenscheidt and Rosenstengel. Last 20 meters and it will be a close finish. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I can't say who won this race. It will be a photo finish between lanes 4 and 3. Third place for University of Porto, Rodriguez, Castro, Faria and Cagna. But who won this race and took gold medals? We have the official results, and the first place for University of Gustav Eiffel from lane 4, Ranvier, Maubry, Lafebvre and Notelet by only 200ths of a second. Second place, University of Toulouse, Lagarde, Agenauer, Cloutier and Gresset. Third place, finally for University of Porto, Rodriguez, Castro, Faria and Cagna. In about 3 minutes, we will start the next final of the day. Women's 4 final in the European Universities Rowing Championship, Bydgoszcz, Poland 2025. The start will take place at 3:30 p.m. Let's take a look at the start line, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to start with the women's 4 final in the European Universities Rowing Championship 2025. On lane 2, we have University of Bonn. On lane 3, University of Lyon. And on lane 4, Nikolaus Copernicus University in Toruń. best start for the University of Lyon. Desprez, Manier, Lacofret, and Chiavini. On lane 4, Nicolaus Copernicus University in Toruń. Right now on the second position, Miazgowska, Stałęga, Lewandowska and Gałka. After 500 meters mark, still University of Lyon from lane 3 is leading the race in front of Nicolaus Copernicus University in Toruń on lane 4. Third place at the moment for University of Bonn on lane 2. Still 300 meters to go, and the Nicolaus Copernicus University in Toruń is pushing the tempo and trying to get the first place from the University of Lyon. Aleksandra Miazgowska, Kinga Stałęga, Wiktoria Lewandowska and Dominika Gałka. They are trying to push up the tempo for the first place in this race, but at the moment still University of Lyon is leading in this race. Less than 200 meters still to go. Last 50 meters, and it looks like from lane 3, University of Lyon, Desprez, Manier, Lacofret and Chiavini winning this race, taking the first place and the gold medals. The second place for Nicolaus Copernicus University in Toruń from lane 4, Aleksandra Miazgowska, Kinga Stałęga, Wiktoria Lewandowska and Dominika Gałka. And finally, third place in this race for University of Bonn, Solmecke, Hunold, Henschel and Benning. In 3 minutes, we will start the final B of the women's double sculls. And we will see 4 boats battling for the places 7th to 10th. Of course, in the overall standings of this competition.
3 minutes, 3 minutes.
Women's double sculls final B is about to begin in a moment. On lane 2, University of Trier. On lane 3, University of Vienna. Lane 4, University of Lorraine. And lane 5, Turin Polytechnic. And this final B is on its way. Let's take a look for the starts of each cruise from lanes 2 to 5. It looks like the best start for lane 4, University of Lorraine. Alice Aubry and Lucie Possardin. Second place after 200 meters for lane 3, University of Vienna, Lili Maria Hobelsberger and Eva Hilkema. We can see they're crossing the 500 meters mark. That means the halfway of this race is still in front of them. Lane 4, University of Lorraine, Aubry and Possardin. They're leading in front of lane 3, University of Vienna, Hobelsberger and Hilkema. More than 300 meters still to go, and at the moment on lane 4 University of Lorraine is in front of lane 3 University of Vienna. Nothing changes from the start in this race. Final B of the women's double sculls of European Universities Rowing Championship Bydgoszcz, Poland 2025. Last 50 meters in this final B of the women's double sculls, and still lane 4, University of Lorraine, Aubry and Possardin taking the first place. Second, crossing the finish line on lane 3, University of Vienna, Hobelsberger and Hilkema. Third place from lane 2, University of Trier, Rucholz and Lamprecht. And finally, fourth place in this final B for lane 5, Turin Polytechnic, Acquaviva and Vianello. Let's take a look on the screens. We can see the crews preparing and waiting for the start of the women's double sculls final A. On lane 1, Masaryk University, Bartkova and Hejlova. Lane 2, University of Lorraine, Merdens and Gosselin. Lane 3, Gdańsk University of Technology, Jasińska and Duda. Lane 4, University of Birmingham, Rossington and Molly. Lane 5, Delft University of Technology, Hondeman and Van der Worp. And finally on lane 6, Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Zurich, Dutoit and Langenstein. And here we go with the start of this final A in the women's double sculls competition. The best start for lane 2, University of Lorraine, Maëlle Merdens and Lucie Gosselin. Also very good start from lane 6, Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Zurich, Julie Dutoit and Julia Langenstein. Still lanes 2 and 6 are leading the race, but from lane 3, Gdańsk University of Technology, Zuzanna Jasińska and Katarzyna Duda are trying to get the first position before 500 meters mark. On lane 4 we can see Rosington and Molly from University of Birmingham also pushing for the better place. It means second or third at the moment. Close race for lanes 3 and 2 after half of a distance. Still from lane 3, Gdańsk University of Technology, Jasińska and Duda, they're on the first place. Second looks like for the lane 2, University of Lorraine, Merdens and Gosselin. Third place at the moment for lane 4, University of Birmingham, Rosington and Molly. Still about 400 meters to go in this final A of the women's double sculls. And that's the great point of view. We can see lanes 3, 2 on first 2 position, and a close race from lanes 1 and 4 battling for the third place at the moment. And now we have about 300 meters still to go. From lane 3, Gdańsk University of Technology, Jasińska and Duda leading the race and controlling the situation. But after crossing the last distance mark, they have now less than 250 meters to go. And who is on second and third position? It looks like from lane 4, University of Birmingham now is on the second position. And University of Lorraine is on third place at the moment. Still 100 meters to go. From lane 3, Gdańsk University of Technology, Zuzanna Jasińska and Katarzyna Duda. They are going for the first place and the gold medals. Who will take the second place? It looks like lane 2, University of Lorraine. But let's take a look at the great finish from lane 1. Lane 1 is taking the third place. Masaryk University, Martina Bartkova and Marketa Hejlova. What a finish for the Czechs. Masaryk University crew on lane 1. Amazing performance from University Masaryk crew, Bartkova and Hejlova. We have the official results. The first place And the gold medals for Zuzanna Jasińska and Katarzyna Duda, representing Gdańsk University of Technology, second place. And the silver medals for Lane 2, University of Lorraine, Merdens and Gosselin. And finally, third place and the bronze medals officially for Masaryk University, Martina Bartkova and Marketa Hejlova.
Men's 8, Final B. Kurs University, Lane 1. Utrecht University, Lane 2. Nicolaus Copernicus, Lane 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have only one competition finals still to go in this year's European Universities Rowing Championship, Bydgoszcz, Poland. Men's 8 campaign for the medals and the places in the final B, of course. We will start with the final B in about few minutes. I'll let you know when the crews and the boats will be ready to start the final B in the men's 8 competition. But we have to be ready, we have to prepare on the stands to support the crews, the universities, teams. There's nothing more left, only men's 8 campaign for the places in the final B and the medals, of course, in the final A. We can say in French, like, it is a crème de la crème of rowing in front of us. Men's 8 campaigns in the finals B and A. the drinking water is going away in a moment. So if you need to refill your bottles with the drinking water, the can is waiting only 5 minutes. If you need to refill your bottles with the drinking water, you can do it only for 5 minutes more. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to watch the final B in the men's 8 competition of this year's European Universities Rowing Championship, Bydgoszcz, Poland. On lane 1, Koch University. On lane 2, Utrecht University. Lane 3, Nicolaus Copernicus University in Toruń. On lane 4, Delft University of Technology crew. On lane 5, Turin Polytechnic. And lane 6 for University of Oslo. Impressive view now on the screens. 12, 8, 6 battling in the final B, and the best 6 still waiting for the campaign in the final A for the medals. Now, here we go with the final B of the men's 8 competition. And let's take a look at the start. From the early start on lane 5, it looks like Turin Polytechnic is taking the lead of this race. And now, from lane 4, Delft University of Technology is pushing for the first place. Close battle between lanes 4 and 5 for leading this race in the first half. Delft University of Technology from lane 4 now is leading the race in front of lane 5, Turin Polytechnic, and lane 3, Nicolaus Copernicus University in Toruń. These 3 boats are leading the race after 300 meters, but we are still waiting for crossing the 500 meters mark to confirm the standing after half of a distance. Lane 4 on first place after 500 meters. Delft University of Technology, second and third from lanes 3 and 5. On lane 3, Nicolaus Copernicus University in Toruń, now on the second position, third after 500 meters for Turin Polytechnic. But let's take a look at lane 2. Utrecht University is pushing for the second place, maybe because they are so fast at the moment. After crossing the 500 meters mark, they are trying to improve and taking the third or maybe even the second position in this final B of the men's 8. Last 300 meters, and what can happen still on lane 4. Delft University of Technology is leading the race in front of Nicolaus Copernicus University in Toruń from lane 3. But it is a very close race at the moment. Nicolaus Copernicus University in Toruń is pushing for the first place. Who will win the final B in the men's 8 competition of European Universities Rowing Championship, Bydgoszcz, Poland 2025? On lane 3, Nicolaus Copernicus University in Toruń. Lane 4, Delft University of Technology, and Nicolaus Copernicus University in Toruń finally crossing the finish line on first place. Second for Delft University of Technology on lane 4, and we are waiting for the official results to confirm. The official results of the final B in the men's 8. First place for Nikolaus Copernicus University in Toruń, Bielak, Kozłowski, Tomczuk, Wajchaus, Zyblewski, Pawlak, Osiński, Wiśniewska and Polański. Second place for Delft University of Technology. Third place for Turin Polytechnic. Fourth place for Utrecht University. Fifth place for University of Oslo. And sixth place for Koç University. And now all eyes on the start line, ladies and gentlemen. All eyes on the start line. The last accent of the European Universities Rowing Championship Bydgoszcz, Poland 2025. Final A in the men's 8 competition is about to begin. On lane 1, University of Tartu. On lane 2, WSG Bydgoszcz. As we can see on the screen, on lane 3, University of Lorraine. Lane 4, it's University of Zagreb. Lane 5, for Technical University of Munich. And on lane 6, Gdańsk University of Technology. Last medals to win in this European Universities Rowing Championship Bydgoszcz, Poland 2025. All eyes on 6 crews at the start line of this final A in the men's 8. Give them the support from the beginning to the finish line. Lane 1, once again, University of Tartu. Lane 2, WSG Bydgoszcz. Lane 3, University of Lorraine. Lane 4, University of Zagreb. Lane 5, Technical University of Munich. And Lane 6, Gdańsk University of Technology. What a close start for all 6 boats in this final. It's hard to say who is leading the race. Maybe from that point of view, we can say that a little bit in front of the other crews are on lane 3, University of Lorraine, or maybe from lane 1, University of Tartu. What a race. 6 boats fighting for 3 medals. We can hear the coxes screaming. That's the rowing life during the 8 races. And now, after 500 meters, from lanes 1, University of Tartu, and lane 3, University of Lorraine, are leading the race. But it is a very close battle for this first place and the gold medal in men's 8 campaign during our European Universities Rowing Championship. Still, as we can see on the screen, lanes 1 and 3, and a very close battle for the third place and the bronze medal. Whoa, 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 let's take a look at the course. About 300 meters still to go for all boats. And still lanes 1, University of Tartu, and lane 3, University of Lorraine, who will take the gold medals, silver and bronze in this final of the finals. Give them great support still. Maybe now it looks like lane 3, University of Lorraine in front of lane 1, University of Tartu, but they still have more than 100 meters to go. Lanes 1 and 3 battling for the first place and the gold medals. Who will take the third place and the bronze medals? We still do not know what will happen at the finish line. It will be a close finish between lanes 1 and 3. It looks like 1, 3 and 4. But we have to wait for the official results and confirm. Unofficially, lane 1, University of Tartu, in front of lane 3, University of Lorraine and University of Zagreb on lane 4. But it is unofficial. We are still waiting to confirm. And now we have the official results. First place and the gold medals for University of Tartu. Orkse, Rusalep, Jalakas, Rahoja, Uibo, Kodasma, Tensing, Ziman and Zoglo. Second place and the silver medals for University of Lorraine. Lourdes, Belmouchard, Miniti, Bertou, Georges, Lebel, Varin, Bobillier and Mosolin. Third place and the bronze medals finally for University of Zagreb. Puch, Kontrec, Faber, Zebec, Smoljanovic, Suk, Banovic, Nicosia and Nicosia. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a great weekend of rowing on this beautiful Brdy Ujście regatta course in Bydgoszcz, close to the Vistula River. Thank you very much for all emotions, for all sports during Friday, Saturday and Sunday's sessions. It was a great pleasure and honor for me to be here and feel those emotions and speak about them to the audience. Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, we are invite all medalists from the afternoon session as soon as possible to come to championship office, because we are preparing for the victory ceremonies and the closing ceremony of European Universities Rowing Championship Bydgoszcz, Poland 2025. Again, we are kindly request all medalists from the afternoon session finals A to come as soon as possible to championship office for the victory ceremonies and the closing ceremony. That's why I invite also not the medalists, all athletes, all coaches, and of course all team members to come to the podium area. We hope that will be a great moment for all of us together, spending during the victory ceremonies and the closing ceremony in about few minutes. And of course I have also one more announcement to the team captains. Please do not forget to bring back the rental boats and equipment. Please do not forget to bring back rental boats and equipment after the championship. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, I kindly request all medalists to come as soon as possible to the championship office because we are preparing for the medal ceremonies in a moment. Thank you. Attention please. All medalists from the afternoon session finals A are kindly requested to come as soon as possible to the championship office because we would like to start the victory ceremonies for the finals A from the afternoon session. All medalists, please come as soon as possible to the championship office. And of course, let me invite all participants, athletes, coaches, and of course the supporters to come to the podium area and the stands, because right after victory ceremonies we will start our closing ceremony, and after that the after party will take place with the Corda performance. They are preparing for you now, and it should be a great moment. Dziękuję bardzo. Rowing Championship Bydgoszcz 2025 victory ceremony in lightweight men's single sculls. The medals will be awarded by Mr. Lionel Gillard, Technical Delegate for Rowing ELSA, accompanied by Ms. Katarzyna Domańska, President of the Organizing Committee. Third place and the bronze medal for Kazimierz Wielki University in Bydgoszcz, Kacper Mickiewicz. Second place and the silver medal goes to Széchenyi István University, Balázs Szolosi. And the first place, gold medal, and the European Universities Rowing Champion 2025, representing University of Aveiro, André Ferreira. Ladies and gentlemen, tries for the of ELSA. Thank you. It's time for the photographers and appreciation and applause for all medalists. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the next victory ceremony in the lightweight women's double sculls.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medals will be awarded by Mr. Liam Smith, ELSA Director Sports Events, accompanied by His Magnificence, Rector of Kazimierz Wielki University in Bydgoszcz, Professor Bernard Mendlik. Ladies and gentlemen, the second place and the silver medals for University of Zagreb. Anne Hassan and Emma Hassan. And finally, the first place, gold medals and the European Universities Rowing Champions 2025 in the lightweight women's double sculls. University of Hanover, Jana Holzmauer and Jana Kowal. Please stand, ladies and gentlemen, for the official anthem of ELSA. Thank you. And again, it's time for the photographers and big applause from the audience at the stands. Show them your appreciation, ladies and gentlemen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the victory ceremony in the women's quadruple sculls. The medals will be awarded by Mr. Filip Santos, ELSA Honorary Member, accompanied by Mr. Mirosław Kozłowicz, Deputy Mayor of Bydgoszcz. Third place and the bronze medals for University of Zagreb, Dora Jolankiewicz, Anna Maria Popko, Luna Karetic and Sara Zubanic. Second place and the silver medals for Charles Universe. University, Weronika Zanostna, Weronika Bulesowa, Lenka Buskowa, and Eliska Svejdova. And now it's time for the first place gold medals and the European Universities Rowing Champions 2025. University of Bath, Freya Reed, Ella Fullman, Beatrice Hughes, Rebecca Court. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the official anthem of EUSA. Thank you and big congrats for all medalists. We are ready to start next victory ceremony. It means victory ceremony in the European Universities Rowing Championship Bydgoszcz Poland 2025 in the lightweight men's pair. Medals will be awarded by Ms. Julia Purcic, EUSA Results Supervisor, accompanied by Ms. Anna Tataruk, Vice President of the Polish Rowing Association. Ladies and gentlemen, third place and the bronze medals for University of Aveiro, José Pontos and João Pachos. The second place and the silver medals goes to Czecheny István University, Sandor Balog and Attila Noc. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the first place. Gold medals and the European Universities Rowing Champions 2025. Representing University of Passau, Lucas Green and Julian Green. Ladies and gentlemen, now please rise for the official anthem of EUSA. Thank you very much. And again, it's time for the photographers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the next victory ceremony in the European Universities Rowing Championship 2025 Bydgoszcz, Poland in men's single sculls. Ladies and gentlemen, the medals will be awarded by Mr. Leonor Gilar, Technical Delegate for Rowing EUSA, accompanied by Mr. Mirosław Kozłowicz, Deputy Mayor of City Bydgoszcz. The third place and the bronze medal goes to Kadir Has University, represented by Enver Erman. The second place and the silver medal for Vytautas Magnus University, represented by Dovydas Nemeravicius. ladies and gentlemen, again it's time for the first place, gold medal, and the European Universities Rowing Champion 2025. Fabian Barański, representing WSG Bydgoszcz.
Dobra lecina, czekaj, wait, big size, big size. Big size. Dobra, you want XL. 2XL, 2XL, you want... He says...
And of course now it's time for the official anthem of EUSA. Thank you. And now we can show the appreciation and big applause for all three medalists in the men's single sculls. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to start next victory ceremony in the mixed quadruple sculls. The medals will be awarded by Ms. Agata Zieleniewska, Assistant Technical Delegate, accompanied by Ms. Katarzyna Domańska, President of the Organizing Committee. Third place and the bronze medal for University of Porto, Maria Rita Rodriguez, Duarte Castro, Rita Faria, and José Caña. Second place and the silver medals for University of Toulouse, Caroline Lagarde, Benjamin Aguanauer, Elia Cloutier, and Simon Gress.
Imaju ista relacija kao Benzinska, sad možemo odlučiti našemo Benzinska ima sample. Gledali smo kad smo imali nešto gledaš, idemo odmah u start.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the first place, gold medals, and the European Universities Rowing Champions 2025. University of Gustav Eiffel. Carla Langier, Neil Mowbray, Antoine Lefebvre, and Marty Notelet. Please rise, ladies and gentlemen, for the official anthem of ELSA. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the victory ceremony in the women's four. The medals will be awarded again by Ms. Agata Zieleniewska, Assistant Technical Delegate, combined by His Magnificence, Rector of Kazimierz Wielki University in Bydgoszcz, Professor Bernard Mendik. Second place and the silver medals goes to Nikolaus Copernicus University in Toruń. Aleksandra Gniazdowska, Kinga Stałęga, Wiktoria Lewandowska and Dominika Gałka. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the first place gold medals and the European University Throwing Champions 2025. The title goes to University of Lyon. Juliette Marie Anne-Cécile Desprez, Samuel Manier, Emma Madeleine Chantal Lacouvette, and Gayaunga Kiavani. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now please rise again for the official anthem of EUSA. Thank you. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the next victory ceremony of this European Universities Rowing Championship Bydgoszcz Poland 2025 in the women's double sculls. The medals will be awarded by Ms. Julia Furcic, EUSA Results Supervisor, accompanied by Ms. Katarzyna Domańska, President of the Organizing Committee. Third place and bronze medal for Masaryk University, Martina Bartkowa and Marketa Hejowa. Ladies and gentlemen, Now we are going to the second place and the silver medals for University of Lorraine. Maëlle Mertens and Lucie Gosselin. And the first place, ladies and gentlemen, gold medals and the European Universities Rowing Champions 2025 in the women's double sculls. Representing Gdańsk University of Technology, Zuzanna Jasińska and Katarzyna Duda. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the official anthem of EUSA. Thank you very much. A short moment for the photographers. We still have one more victory ceremony to go. That's the moment, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to start the last victory ceremony of the day. But please do not forget about our closing ceremony, which will start right after last victory ceremony as soon as possible. That's why I'm still very kindly inviting you as soon as possible to come to the podium area right after the last victory ceremony to start the closing ceremony. But now, ladies, last but not least, the victory ceremony in the European Universities Rowing Championship Bydgoszcz, Poland 2025 Men's 8. Gentlemen, the medals will be awarded by Mr. Filip Santos, EUSA Honorary Member, and Mr. Lionel Girard, Technical Delegate for Rowing EUSA, accompanied by Ms. Anna Tatarov, Vice President of the Polish Rowing Association. The third place and the bronze medals goes to University of Zagreb. Lowry Nikola Konkrec, Lea Faber, Dawid Zoboc, Marin Smoljanowicz, Francuk, Sven Tomas Banowicz, Joshua Nikossia and Jonathan Nikossia. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the second place and the silver medals for University of Lorraine. Valentin Lourdes, Jules El Mochard, Fleur Minutki, Bayan Bartou, Quentin Georges, Baptiste Lebel, Simon Valen, Gabriel Devilliers, Rachel Marcelin, Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for the first place in the men's 8 competition during European Universities Rowing Championship Bydgoszcz, Poland 2025. The gold medals and the title goes to University of Tartu. Karl Christopher Elze, Karl August Roosevelt, Mark Theodor Jarakas, Martin Rambola, Markus Ulger, Markus Kodasma, Rasmus Tenzing, Martin Siman, and Nikita Zoglo. Ladies and gentlemen, rise for the official anthem of EUSA. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Show the appreciation for the all medalists in the men's 8 competition during European University Throwing Championship Bydgoszcz, Poland 2025.
Thank you everybody for coming.
And ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget that in a few moments we would like to start the official closing.